Hey guys, and welcome back to Spectre of Torment. Alas, no more time for flashbacks and snoozy pie times. It is time to continue the story. What new curios do you have on offer, Mr. Red?
Hopefully it's something violent, because I don't think we've had nearly enough violence in this playthrough. We need to really up that quota.
The Judgment Rush. Grasp this jewel to rush at the nearest enemy and strike. Yes, I think I'm going to like this one quite a bit.
Yeah, like I said, with a Judgment Rush, I looked ahead a little bit, and I saw how you put really good judicious use of it. Judicious, there we go. But for me, the main problem I have with Judgment Rush is that if you don't aim where you're going, it is very possible to accidentally get yourself in a bad situation. I actually decided, out of nowhere, hey, we're fighting the final boss, let's go ahead and use Judgment Rush, and I accidentally did it, and I ended up underneath the platform where you're fighting, and I fell to my death.
What do you like? See, that's what you get for not wearing the green and purple armor.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I wanted to wear armor that didn't look like complete ass, but that's just me, well, I suppose.
Well, I guess, that's your opinion, man. I don't know where I was going with that. I apologise. I was trying to segue into talking about Missy here, who, obviously it's a pun on, Miss and whatnot, and, apparently we missed something in the Explodatorium. Thankfully we have gold, so we can pick it up here. End of statement.
I personally went out of my way to make sure I found everything here, because, I don't know what Missy's deal is. I think she's kind of wet for Spectre Knight. I don't know. Maybe she's just being cute or something. I didn't quite get her deal.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Just straight up wet for him?
Oh yeah, gushing like the rivers of the Amazon.
Man, this is already gone very south. I apologize.
Well, we do these in one take, so what are you gonna do? Yes, the Explodatorium. You don't have to shill it. We were just there.
And you can talk to some of these people, they will sometimes get money for you. Here's a neat little thing over here, I don't know if you're gonna do it. But you'll see that red little bauble on the right there, that's not blocked by the text box, I'm sorry. But if you keep slamming into that multiple times and dropping it onto that knight, you will actually change different colors. Like all of the different knights you encounter throughout the game, ultimately revealing the final time a secret which has never been revealed in Shovel Knight canon before, but I will leave that to you, the player.
Interesting. I'm not going to do it, but I've upgraded the Judgment Rush, which gives me invincibility frames while pulling that off, and the game's pretty much broken now, so long as you have the darkness in order to pay for it.
Yeah, just as long as, you get what you want, that's fine, I suppose.
You'll notice I'm taking on some of the traditionally harder stages of Shovel Knight, yeah, let's go ahead and do the Stranded Ship.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that you're taking on a Polar Knight now, because let me tell you, Polar Knight stage I didn't find too bad, actually. It was Polar Knight the boss, and I'm actually really surprised, because, in the past, like in the, in the normal version of the game, like, you have mentioned that you've had problems with Polar Knight in the past, where I found it easy. Here, I actually found it really hard, and again, the culprit is going to be instant death spikes, which I had a bitch of a time trying to dodge when I was fighting that guy, but I guess we can go more into that when we actually get to that fight.
Now, I wouldn't say this is my favourite of the Spectre of Torment stages, but it is one of the most radically redesigned, if just for the fact you have grind rails and whatnot, which is pretty boss.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, playing a fantasy platformer game, I don't really expect grind rails to kind of show up Ratchet and Clank style, but there you go, So, hey, I'll take it, I guess. It's kind of an interesting new way to get some life back into the stage, so, This guy's pretty simple. We just make sure he can get into the air, and we can use it to actually rush up to this wall over here.
Nice. That's a pro tip for you there. If you're watching and you're not pro, turn the video off now, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe first.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you must have a YouTube Gold account. A YouTube Red account in order to comment on this video and watch it properly.
Have you subscribed to YouTube Red? Have you watched any shows on that service?
Why
okay.
Why would I fucking do that? No, it's not worth it.
Okay, that was a level of vitriol I wasn't expecting from you, surprisingly.
I don't know, I think it's kind of bullshit and doesn't really offer anything good. I mean, I can understand subscribing to Netflix, they have crap worth giving a damn about, but YouTube Red, really? I mean, what are you gonna see on there? Exclusive Let's Player content? What's going on here?
I'm tempted now. I'm tempted to write YouTube Red and see if we can't get a exclusive HellfireComms series going.
What would that entail? Like, let's do this thought exercise. What we're going through here. what the hell could we offer in terms of exclusive Let's Play content? Be serious with me. Let's think this through. What could we offer?
Well, first of all, I take offense to you saying we, because you left the group, Mr. I Want a Real Life. Second of all, I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Behind the scenes, where it's just me sitting alone in my room, editing chunks of video, and I'm very sad. I think people would pay to see, though.
Well, I'm kind of sad and pathetic in my own way. I mean, I can relate, certainly, to being that way.
Anyway, Mini-Boss, I love how they gave an origin for the Rainbow Bird platforms.
Yeah, it's just basically him puking, and every time you hit him, he looks so sick and sad. He's just like, God, end my life now. I do like how you use the Judgment Rush to kind of bypass that. I just went up the ladders and did it like the normal, boring way, because even though I'm a revenant from hell, I still gotta walk everywhere because I have no idea how to use my powers, clearly.
I love sequence breaking. You can't stop me. I'm breaking this game.
Well, as sequence breaky as you can get. Oh, speaking of which, we might as well bring this up now, because I don't have much else to talk about. Fucking new Metroid stuff, hell
yes!
Yeah, am I right?
I'll talk a little bit about this with Richie, but I guess we can squeal about it now. Not only are we getting Metroid Prime 4, we're also getting a proper Nintendo-developed remake of Metroid 2, Return of Samus, although it's called Samus Returns now. You know, you change it about, you put him in a shirt with an exclamation mark, bam, it's Bubsy. He's back as well.
Still, I mean, like, it's great because, like, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Prime series. I didn't play a ton of it. It's not really my bag of cup of tea. I am glad we are getting new Metroid stuff, though. But the fact is, I actually played some of, you know, another Metroid 2 remake, and that game is not bad by any means. I just couldn't quite get into it as well because, I don't know, because it's kind of, it adheres to some of the older structure bits for Metroid 2. I found it kind of a pain to run on the computer and play with, like, a controller at the time. I'm really excited to just be getting, like, an official version for the 3DS, and it looks like it's got some new interesting stuff with it, like the counter move that you saw in the trailer. I thought that was pretty cool, so I am really looking forward to that personally, and I'm fucking there, and I'm hoping, of course, that they'll make exclusive new 2D-based Metroid content for whatever they do in the future. Just give me all that Metroid shit, please.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And, you know, the last time this happened, we got Prime 1 and Fusion at the same time, so, it's a brave new age. We waited. We sat through Federation Force, which I haven't played, so I guess I'm a fake Metroid fan. But, yeah, it's good times. And, sorry, F-Zero fans, you're gonna have to continue to sit there while, you know, I think it's Shien put out, like, Fast and whatnot, which is basically, I guess, a replacement for F-Zero at this point, and I'm just rambling to fill space now.
I don't know, I personally cannot wait until F-Zero Force comes up on 3DS. You know all the fans are gonna love that game.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be terrible, man. Although, ARMS, Fast, it seems like they're kind of adopting the Disney strategy these days of just making games with one, you know, word titles, which is odd, but whatever.
Actually, you have a point there. Pikmin, Sonic, Mario, it's all there.
Sonic Forces actually looks kind of interesting. I love, actually, how the villain is a legitimately edgy OC. I think that's it. No, that's perfect. That is perfect right there. Not even from a parody sense. Okay, well, it kind of is. Because if you're going to make a game where you can literally make your own Sonic OC, the villain has to be an edgy OC. It just wouldn't feel right any other way, you know what I mean?
And the difference, like, here compared to the old Sonic games is it's not exactly taking itself super seriously. Like, it has moments of comedy, but Sonic Adventure 2 was a story about a government conspiracy involving a black hedgehog who was apparently, like, the ultimate life form and whatnot, and it was treated completely 100% seriously, even when the gigantic lizard came out. And to have just a little bit of levity in Forces, which seems to be the best way to go about it, that's how you do serious Sonic. It's just serious enough without becoming a parody of itself.
Yeah, because let's be honest, when you are dealing with the ultimate life form being a black hedgehog or a gigantic lizard, you can't take it too seriously, otherwise you're gonna get another Sonic 06 situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And Mania looks great, you know, they showed Chemical Plant off recently, and just going back to Forces for a second, you can very easily tell that originally there wasn't going to be a make your own OC feature, and it was just going to be the Sonic Boom Sonic, because he uses like whips all the time, which is basically the Energy Beam, and yeah, I just find it funny, honestly.
I don't know, I think I will legit kind of get Sonic Mania, because, you know, I do have enough appreciation for old school Sonic, and if I were to make, like, an OC for, like, you know, Sonic Forces, I'm gonna make Field the Rabbit, I'll be honest with you, because that's the closest thing I'm gonna get to New Ristar. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I love that in that Sonic Mania trailer, where they were doing, like, a sketch of Mr. Nino Mouse, or classic Sonic, I guess, and they started drawing him, and they drew him with rabbit ears at first, before, like, scrubbing it out and putting hedgehog ears in there. That was a really nice reference, I think.
Yeah, but another nice reference would be another new fucking Ristar game. I mean, look, they're remaking shit from the 90s already, okay? They're doing all this 90s shit all over again. Give me Ristar 2 so I can shut my fat mouth, is what I'm trying to say.
Man, I wonder what Shovel Knight, or Spectre Knight, so I'm copying you now, I wonder what Spectre Knight feels about off-topic conversations. He's just grinding along without nary a care. Not my job to care, it's my job to hunt down members of the Order of No Quarter, or to recruit for the Order of No Quarter, really.
Well, maybe if he adventures through some new levels, I might have some new shit to say, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Will he have more to say? The answer is not really. Polar Knight is a man of few words, but many actions.
Alright, I guess we gotta fight or something, I don't know. Okay, let me go ahead and fill out my boss bar, and I'll just throw these at you, I guess.
So what was it you exactly had trouble with in regards to Polar Knight, mate?
It's this stuff right here. First off, there's the dash attacks that you normally do. It's a bit harder when dealing with Polar Knight because he has this tendency to throw shit up in the air. It's this right here. You'll have to use these pillars in order to avoid all the spikes he's throwing around everywhere. But as we've seen, it is super, super, super easy to fall into these spikes and, you know, fall off the platforms, get tagged by them, and you run out of room really fast. I would actually recommend, if you have trouble with this, to get the Butt Ugly armor, because as we've seen here, with it makes this fight way much easier, because remember, every time you fall in the spikes, otherwise you die, and you gotta do it all over again, and I died a ton on this, just because I kept accidentally falling to the spikes over and over. Huge pain in the ass.
I'm not asking them to change, like, spikes being insta-kill for the last campaign of Shovel Knight, you know, King Knight's thing, but I've never been a fan of that Mega Man aesthetic, honestly, or, I don't know, design philosophy, but that's just me. Old Tom 64 sitting here complaining about video games.
And when you beat each member of the Order of No Quarter, you get this effect in the background. They add something new to the background.
Yeah,
I like how in the back, when you beat Polar Knight, you get like the Aurora Borealis going on. It's a good touch.
Nice, nice. Alright, Red, what have you got for us today, my friend?
Oh, more garbage? That's what I thought. Okay, these aren't bad. Like, the Spider Scythe kind of crawls over walls. Not as reliable, I found, for aiming, but you can use it in some situations. Then the Bouncing Soul, which admittedly is shit. Like, I just can't aim it very well. It never really goes where I want it to go. I just don't recommend buying it until the very end, personally, because you have other more direct methods of taking care of enemies that'll handle the job much better.
That's pretty aesthetically pleasing, mate.
The upgrade's pretty good because it's bigger, it, you know, hits more of an area, and it also collects gold, which is pretty useful for the inevitable time in which you will fall down in a pit near a, you know, wall, so it can actually help you out a lot in getting that gold back if you don't want to use the Butt Ugly armor.
I'm noticing there's a bit of time left in this part, and obviously we're doing like one level per part, so what could be waiting for us?
Yeah, I wonder. It's almost as if you recorded this ahead of time and you know what's going on.
Oh, look at him munching away. Nice.
I guess it's literally the reason he joined. It's like, I don't want to join you guys. We will feed you. I want to join you guys.
Well, that would be my reason for joining. Just give me a roof over my head and keep me fed and watered, and I'll be your bitch for life, really.
Yeah, because Polar Knight never really seemed to give too much of a fuck about the Order of No Quarter. He's like, can I fight shit? Sure. Can I eat shit? Sure. Okay, sure. You'll pay me, right? No? Alright.
Well, the fighting's good enough, I suppose. Dark Acolyte, it's been at least 10 minutes since we saw you last. Alright, who have we got now? Yeah, let's go visit Tinker Knight.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't backfire at all.
And away we go!
Nope!
Reese?
When this guy entered, I'm like, Reese! Really? You're gonna make him a character now? I'm just like, ugh, come on, man.
Well, it's funny you should say that. He's intrinsically tied to the story of Donovan.
Yeah, I know, which once we learn more about that actually got me more interested. I still don't like the character, but at least it makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Reese, now would be a real good time to jump back through the window you came through, mate.
Yeah, hopefully he can get that sort of distance, because we've seen our crappy jump. I don't think we can do it.
No, you know what? Take the kid. I don't care.
We'll just kick him out of the Tower of Fate all the way down.
Oh boy. Upgrade a go-go, baby.
Well, if we shoot him with a bunch of fire, I guess that'll work.
It's too much. Xehanort!
He's getting edgy on us! Of course it would make sense that the OC gets edgy on us.
Damn, man. He kinda looks cool.
He kinda looks cool, I don't know.
Alright, we got a boss fight on our hands, and I'm not ashamed to say, he kicked my fucking ass the first time.
Yeah, I never like it when they drop surprise boss fights on us, and this one's no different. Reese has a ton of new annoying shit that he throws at you. He actually operates fairly differently from his standard boss fight. He's got this shit over here in the walls that you have to watch out for, lots of dashing attacks, and again that boomerang that I always found really tricky to dodge. Personally, my best strategy here is to go ahead and play it defensive. Try to hit him from a distance with, like, you know, the spider scythe, or even the throwing scythe if you can land it, and always have the will skull on hand, of course, to heal any damage. But just play defensive and try to outlast him, basically.
Yeah, and it's funny because he plays defensively as well. Like, the Rays of yore never tried to counter you when you got up close, which I found very interesting. Not bad. I guess we could keep him as a pet.
I suppose we'll have to get him a collar, and I ain't doing that. I'm definitely not taking him out to the bathroom.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least the collar would fit his new aesthetic, you know? That's like 3 variations of aesthetic in one part. I apologize.
Will you calm down? Alright, we're gonna be running a tight organization here. You don't waste my time! You threw a boss fight at me, bitch!
Well, what you gonna do? That's the Enchantress for you.
What an asshole.
Alright, I guess Reese will be taking the Dark Acolyte's place. I'll get you out of the dungeon one day, my friend. Alright, it's time to head back to the Clockwork Tower and take on the Tinkerest of Knights once more. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.